If we look back at history, the most successful people in the world once seemed foolish in the eyes of others, but they never listened to what others said. They followed their own intelligence and foresight. And finally, they were considered the most intelligent, because success never lies in outward show, but in taking the right decisions at the right time. Today's story will give us an important lesson. If there is a desire to learn, no obstacle can stop us, because a true dreamer always finds his own way. So let's watch the whole story to the end. Every day, a boy named Potato was seen in a dusty corner of the railway station. Potato was an orphan. He had no home. He carried an old bag, had lines of tiredness on his face, and a strange determination in his eyes. He spent his days selling newspapers on trains, platforms, and among the crowds. But one day a question arose in his mind. What is written on the paper I sell? From that day, a new journey began. He started asking the people he sold newspapers to, what does this word mean? What is written here? At first, people were surprised. Some got angry, and others thought he was crazy. Still, he did not stop, but asked questions again and again, and began to learn the alphabet day by day. At night, when the train whistles went silent, he would sit under a lamppost, open an old, discarded newspaper, and try to recognize letters. This is how Potato learned to recognize letters, form words, and slowly learned to read. Selling newspapers by day and studying under the station lights at night, that was his life. After a few years passed, one day, that boy Potato became a famous journalist in the country. His job was to tell the stories of people's lives that everyone ignored. Potato would collect those stories and spread them to everyone. It's his duty. One day, a reporter came to interview Potato and asked, "How did you manage to come this far from the darkness of the station?" Potato smiled and said, "I was never afraid to ask questions. Every time I asked, 'What is this?' I grew a little more." In real life too, many people in our society fall behind due to poverty or lack of opportunity. Potato's life teaches us that with hard work and patience, it is possible to succeed even in difficult situations. Poverty, neglect, or scarcity can never be a barrier to success. Hard work never goes in vain. Every effort takes you one step closer to your goal. Where others stop, it is possible to create a bright future through your own will and perseverance. Let me know in the comments what lesson you learned from this story. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Fairy Dreams Tale. If you enjoyed the story, please give it a like, and thank you so much for listening to the story.